Hello everyone and welcome back to Mega Man X6. This is going to be the beginning of the Dashless playthrough. Yeah, basically the goal of this is going to be to complete the game without ever using a single dash. I might accidentally dash here and there, because I'm going to be doing the entire one with Falcon Armor X. So yeah, let's just start it up. I'm gonna be skipping all the cutscenes and dialogue this time around. I mean, I skipped a lot of it last time around, but this time I have absolutely no reason. Alright, so one thing I'm gonna mention is I'm gonna be using parts in this run. The parts that I'm going to be using are Speedster, which increases my walking speed. I'm going to be using D-Barrier, which increases my invulnerability frame time. I'm also going to be using Jumper, which enables me to complete Gate Stage 1 and skip some areas in Gate Stage 2. I'm also going to be getting the Sub-Tank and the Life Recover, but I can't get that without the dash, so I'm going to have to be doing a special trick to get that. So we'll have to wait and see how that works. I mean, I already know how it works, but you'll have to wait and see how it works. A lot of this playthrough is just going to be kind of standstill. I mean, it is completing the game without a dash, so it is going to be much slower than completing the game with the dash. Alright, so the boss order that I'm thinking about using is Commander Yamark, Ground Scarovich, then I'm going to go back to Commander Yamark, then I'm going to go to Blizzard Wolffang, then I'm gonna go to Metal Shark Player, and then I'm gonna go to Blaze Heatnix, and then the rest, it doesn't really matter. I don't know. I might kind of deviate from that route. Well, that's the route that I've, decided on. The rest is just kind of variable. It doesn't really matter. And one thing that needs to happen is I need to get the Speedster room and Ground Scarovich, which I believe is the room that horizontally scales upward. So yeah, if I don't get that, then it's going to be kind of hectic. Because I need Speedster. The reason I need Speedster, I wasn't originally going to get it, but I actually need the Speedster upgrade to complete the game. Metal Shark Player stage is impossible without dash or without Speedster. And I was originally just going to use Speedster just for that stage, but that seems kind of pointless to me. Might as well just use it all throughout the run. It just makes things faster, really. There's no detriment to it. Like, if a jump's impossible without dash, Speedster's not gonna make that possible or anything. All it really does is just make things go by a lot faster. So it's no big deal. Alright, so first up, Commander Yamark. I don't know how I'm gonna cut these lengthwise. I might just cut this one after this stage. Really depends on how much failure happens. This is like a real-time attempt with live commentary, so if I die, I'm not gonna edit it out or anything. I've actually been doing some routing attempts at X5 Dashless, and I've concluded that it's actually impossible to beat at least all stages, beat every stage Dashless. You could skip to the very end, And then maybe Dashless would be possible. I haven't tried the virus stages without dash yet, but I'm assuming it's possible. I can't think of too many areas that would pose a threat. Like maybe that one area in Virus 3 would be hard, where you have to jump through the like spike on top and spike on bottom section. One good thing about Dashless is that we get to listen to the nice music here. Oh, I died. This is my favorite music track in the game. I think it's really calming and very nice to listen to. Yeah, more about X5. There is a loophole that would make X5 Dashless possible, and that's if you allowed hover boots of the Force Armor. Dang. I'm just gonna take it slow. The hover boots would allow for all the Dashless jumps to become possible. Virus 3 would be easy with the dash boots. And the one part that I found that was impossible before, like, you know, of actual experience was Matrix's stage, Burn Dinorex. The second screen is actually impossible to do without dash. You can't do it with hover boots either. What you need is the combination of hover boots and the jumper equipment part. So assuming hover boots would be allowed, you still wouldn't be able to do it without jumper. Oh! There's an accidental dash. It's the first one. I wonder how many there's going to be in this entire playthrough. Try to keep count for me. If anyone actually is watching this. Oh, that's the second one. I mean, it's no big deal as long as it's not using it to my advantage. Like, accidentally dashing into a wall, I don't see any issue with that. But, like, accidentally dashing over a pit or something, that's kind of shifty. If I accidentally dash and it gives me an advantage, then what I'm going to do is just kill myself immediately. Alright, so this is the first boss. Commander Yemark. Pretty easy guy. No big deal here. Even though I'm using Falcon Armor X, the strategies that I'm using and this compared to my Unarmored X route that I'll be doing after this playthrough in this series is actually quite different. I'm not sure which is superior, the Unarmored X strategies or the strategies that I'm using here, but I don't know. The Falcon Armor just changes things, and it makes things a lot simpler. So that's the reason I'm using Falcon Armor here rather than using Unarmored. Just because I want to take advantage of the things that Falcon Armor can do. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and attempt Ground Scaravage. One time I'm going to go through and beat the Maverick. If I don't get the Speedster part, then we'll have to save that for the next video. But I should be able to beat this guy within like 10 minutes. Assuming I don't get killed too many times. So yeah, once I get Speedster though, general movement is like doubled or maybe even tripled. So like it's a lot less of just, you know, slowly walking. Whoops. Actually, I can't do this room. It's actually impossible. This room has a jump in it that I can't do without an air dash. So I am gonna have to just kill myself and come back later. RIP. Oh, whoops. Accidental dash number 3. What I'm gonna do though is I'm gonna game over, save, and then reload the game. And that will give me a new room here, hopefully. But yeah, ground scaravenge is already trolling. This impossible room, as I like to call it, can be generated in the first or second teleporter. It's part of the first cell. Now, I explained myself well in the original playthrough. Oh great, now there's no spikes there. The first cell contains 4 rooms, and the second cell contains 4 rooms. And they don't, like, interchange. Alright. So let's try this again. What that is just going back to the game selection menu in Mega Man X Collection. Alright. So this should give me different results. I think it should. If it doesn't, then I'll have to do some other stuff. But it should, so let's go ahead and give it a shot. Dude, nice. Hopefully it doesn't give me the impossible room for the second teleporter. That'd be unfortunate. Oh, accidental dash number 4. I need to collect 100 nightmare souls throughout this stage. Because I need 500 to equip the speedster part. And I'm going to use speedster immediately after this stage is over. That is assuming I even get speedster. Alright, don't give it to me. Alright, we're good. If I don't get speedster, then, you know, farming for nightmare soul. Oh, whoops. Isn't that big of an issue. What is that, number 5? It's really easy to accidentally air dash. Just because if you press the jump button while not directly on the surface, it will just make you dash, and it's really oh my god, really inconvenient. Like right here, what happened was I just fell off the platform when I wanted to jump. And then boom, air dash. But it's no, like, real huge issue. Like, as long as I'm not doing any of the major parts with the dash, then it's, I don't know, no issue. This is almost what I want. Speedster is actually in the opposite of this room. So hopefully I get it. Whoops. Alright. Alright, please, let me get speedster here. Ah, that's unfortunate. Dang. It's also giving me a really bad room layout. Yeah, this stage is pretty simple. And the Maverick fight's also pretty simple. Just gonna have to do some revisits. Alright, so basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grind out this stage until I get speedster in this part 1. And after I kill the Maverick, you might as well just stop watching. Unless like you really feel inclined. But there's nothing going on here. I'm just gonna hopefully grind the level until I get the speedster upgrade. Alright, so there we go. So I'm just gonna sign off now. Thanks for watching and all that. Pizzazz. And I'll see you next time. Unless you're sticking around. Ba-boom, ba-boom.